Hello, today we are showing the all-new Pendulum impact tester from Galdabini. So this impact testing machine is capable of performing Charpy and Izod testing. So here we are showing a finite element analysis simulation of what happens during the Charpy test. So you can see the triangle wedge, which sits on the hammer, comes in and drives through the sample, and the notch helps to propagate the cracking. Now we will explain the working principle for pendulum impact testing. So the hammer first starts in the raised position and is defined by its potential energy. So the mass of the hammer times gravity times the total height. Now the pendulum hammer will then be released and it will swing through and strike the sample. As it strikes the sample, some of the energy is absorbed by the sample, and the hammer only reaches a certain height, defined by lowercase h. So again, it has maximum potential energy after it strikes the sample. So to determine the total energy absorbed by the sample, it's a simple equation of total energy before minus total energy after, and that's expressed in kV or joules. So here you can see that the sample cracked easily, showing that it's a very brittle sample with not very much plastic deformation. So in this specific case, this is a very low energy impact testing material. On the other hand, this sample has a much higher impact energy. You can see the heavy plastic deformation, and we'll compare these side by side so you can see the difference. So you can see the impact hammer here. It will retract via electronic motor all the way up to the top, and then we'll insert a sample. So this is an impact testing sample. To prepare the impact testing sample, we must insert the pre-made rectangular bar into something called a broaching machine. So the broaching machine will put the notch into the sample at the appropriate size and depth. So first we put the sample into the broacher, and then we close the shields. The broacher has a large vertical knife which will drive down onto the sample and create the notch for us. So once we put the bar into place, we'll then turn the machine on, and now the knife is driving down through the sample and cutting the edge. Here we are making metal Charpy impact testing samples as well as plastic samples. So this broaching machine is part of the overall solution for the impact testing system. We can then remove the sample and see that the notch has been sufficiently put into the sample. The next step in the process is to take the broached cut samples and to put them into a chilling machine. So this chilling machine can go down to -50 Celsius. It can also heat the samples up to +200 Celsius. So this is important for temperature-based testing. You will take the sample directly out of the chiller and put it right into the machine within 5 seconds. Put the sample right in the holder, and there's an automatic centering device which will automatically center the sample into the holder. The hammer will come down and strike the sample, and then the readout of the maximum force in joules will be read out onto the screen. Here we will show a quick demonstration of the machine in action. So first we retract the hammer using the electric motor. Now the door won't open until the hammer is completely back. We then take the sample with our tongs and we'll put it right into the center specimen holder. The centering device will then center it perfectly within the holder and get it ready for the impact test. So once the sample is put into place, we can then close the door, and as soon as we close the door, there's a button on the door to initiate the test. So we'll press that button, the hammer will swing down, strike the sample, and then we'll see the maximum energy displayed on the screen. So the system has an integrated HMI which will save all of your data, and then you can export it via USB. There's a nice USB plug right here to import your data. You can also connect it to a PC via Ethernet, and that will also read out all of your information and data. Today we will be showing the all-new LabTest 4.0 Strike software module for controlling our Charpy impact testing machine. So this software connects directly to the Pendulum impact testing machine and downloads all of the data automatically. So the joules and maximum striking energy from the machine will transport via Ethernet into the software, and the software can graph all of the different results and compare them. You can also print out reports and batch reports showing maybe 5, 10, or 15 results all on one page. There are many customizations that you can make within the software, including changing the language and also setting up user permissions. The system can also connect directly back to Galdabini for service and diagnostics. If you have any questions, you can visit us at universalgripco.com. Thanks for watching.